Well, we did it. Hopefully you can hear us now, and we do apologise for that. We have actually got a technical expert here in the studio, so he's behind the camera at the moment, and he's well, he'll be making his way out of the studio very, very quickly, so don't worry about that. So sorry about that. I do apologise. It's one of those things. We tested it, and it all worked beautifully, and then we came to do it on a.
You know what they say?
Gremlins.
Bad dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Good performance.
We always have a bad dress rehearsal. There we go.
We do. And as you can see, we're in a new part, a revamped secret cupboard. So yes, we're coming live from there. So it's good actually. It suits us. It's what's always happened at Charlie Bears, isn't it? So yeah. It's a good omen.
A little bit of drama. Can't be a bit of drama. So yes, we are live, and as you can probably tell, so what we're going to do, we're going to give you some stock updates as and when we can, because obviously we're going to be presenting some really very exciting bears along the way, Charlie. Yes. So just a little bit of housekeeping. The phones are manned in the UK and in Australia. However, in the States, we've actually sent our bear cubs home because of Hurricane Isaiah. No, it's the Spanish way of saying it. Isaiah. So yeah, anyway, so we sent the bear cubs home there. So, but don't worry, the quickest way actually to order is online. One of the things that you do need to know, however, is that whether you ring up or whether you order online, then you do need to check out in order to purchase the bear. You can actually get things stolen out of your basket if you're not careful, so be very, very careful with that. Certain pieces that we're presenting tonight, Charlie, they're quite exciting, aren't they?
They're very exciting.
It's big, right? It's really exciting. So we are restricting that to one per household. We'll tell you that as we kind of going through with regard to that. So Klarna and Afterpay, if you wanted to pay by that, that's absolutely fine, but that is only available online. So if you can purchase, if you want to purchase using that method, then obviously you can only do that online, not by phoning through to the Bear Cubs. And allow up to 28 days for shipping. I'm not going to do this all the way through, so don't worry about that. Allow up to 28 days. We are doing around about 14 days in terms of delivery at the moment, but for a big show like this, it can take up to 28 days. And here's the big one. First little surprise of the evening.
Yeah.
Anything that you buy, Charlie?
Anything that you buy that will be featuring in tonight's Cuddle Time TV programme will be posted out free of charge for you.
Free of charge. So
don't feel worried if you want one bear, like William said earlier. Please check out. Don't wait to see what else is coming straight away, because it could always slip out of your picnic basket. And obviously, if you do order 2 or 3 things separately through the website, then obviously there'll be no postage charge on any of that. So yeah, be very, very quick. And also our little phone operators, our bear cubs that are on there, I wouldn't leave them talking too long, because unless they check out, then it could get stolen again.
That's it.
Yeah.
So just to reiterate then, it's going to be free shipping on any of the items that we're presenting during this next 2 hours, or an hour and a half. And we're only shipping free of charge from the UK to UK and Europe, from Australia to Australia and New Zealand, and from the USA to USA and surrounding areas. So for example, if you're in the USA, you can't get free shipping if you buy from the UK site.
Yeah. If I lived in the USA, I would be going to the USA.
Do you know what, Charlie? That's all the boring stuff done. I think we should go straight in, to be honest with you. I think we should meet our first bear.
Are you ready?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Oh. So who have we got first, Charlie?
Bending down, having to hide them. You seeing all the magic. Let me pop him on here. Oh.
So who is it then? Who have we got here?
This is Anniversary Kuma. I know anybody who's joined the Best Friends Club will have already seen a little tiny sneaky peek of Anniversary Kuma in the catalogue that they received. He is one of our brand new anniversary bears. One of the most requested. We did originally bring Kuma out back in 2013, and we have been asked so many times for a little baby, a baby Kuma. So we're thrilled to bits to be able to bring him to you. I'm just going to move his little certificate round to the front there so that you can see.
So what does it sound like, Charlie?
So on here, basically, sorry, let me pinch it back to make sure I'm not reading it incorrectly. Anniversary Kuma, so it has the name, and then it explains that this little bear has been exclusively produced to celebrate our 15th anniversary at Charlie Bears during the year of 2020. So we're very excited. I know he's been hotly anticipated. You know, Kuma in Japanese means bear.
Does it indeed?
It does indeed.
Well, there we go. We learned something that I probably learned back in 2016.
13.
2013, is that what it was?
It was 2013.
Wow, 2013, incredible.
It was.
So, Charlie, do you want to give him a good old cuddle? I think you should do. So that's our anniversary Kuma. So he's awesome, and the first bear of the evening.
It is very exciting.
So we're very excited to show you that bear. So so first and foremost, I think we've got some questions which have been posed to the Bearhouse. So we're going all around the world with this, and I think you like this bit. So where's Helen? I think she's downstairs. Is she somewhere? Helen.
Thanks, Will and Charlie. So here I am. I'm in the shop, which is, as you know, I'm in front of the museum and gallery at the Bearhouse in Launceston. I've had an amazing 2 weeks. I've been speaking to lots of our collectors from all over the world, which has been excellent. So first of all, here's Hazel from the UK.
Hi Hazel, it is lovely to see you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Actually sat at home, same as most people, I think. Surrounded by my little friends.
They look amazing. So Hazel, tell everybody where you're from.
Actually, I'm really lucky. I'm not too far from the Bearhouse at all. I'm only in Plymouth, which is about 40 minutes away, maybe 40-minute drive. So not too far at all. My husband probably thinks not far away enough.
Oh, that is brilliant. We have missed seeing you in the Bearhouse so much because you usually come in all the time, don't you?
Yes, I've missed 6 visits.
Oh no.
6 visits. I try and get down once a month. Maybe a little bit more if it's my birthday or Charlie Bear's birthday or something like that. But 6 visits.
Oh, we missed you massively. It's lovely, lovely to see you. It really is. Now,
thank you.
I think you've got a question for Charlie and Will. Do you want to ask it?
Oh, I have. I think we've all been, or you especially, have been really surprised about how Charlie Bears has taken off over the past 15 years. But one thing I would like to know is over the point of that 15 years, going into 16 now, what has been your lowest points as well as your highest?
Oh, now there's a question. Right.
Oh.
Hazel, fantastic. We like it when you dig deep. Charlie, Will, answer that one if you can.
Oh wow, what a great question. Highs and lows, Charlie. So, crikey, in 15 years, highs and lows. So I think the low point for me, I'll start with the low point, and it has to be when, of course, you were poorly back all those years ago. And that was a particularly tough time for the pair of us. However, we always try to look on the positive side of things.
Because as a couple, we're a glass half full.
We always are, yeah. Always look on the bright side.
Absolutely.
And essentially during that time, you created and designed some amazing pieces during that. So, we've got that to thank for that, I guess.
Absolutely.
So we look on the bright side there. In terms of high points, well, do you know what? There's been so many throughout the 15 years. But I have to say, I think probably the biggest memory that I've got is the first time Johnny and I pulled out of the car park here at the Bearhouse, and we were kind of driving off to go to Australia.
Yeah.
And we were going to open our facility out there for the very first time. And, the little flags were flying, and I just turned to Charlie and just said, we're going to Australia. And it was just so exciting. So that was quite some time ago. And then we had exactly the same feeling, or I had exactly the same feeling when we opened up our facility in America. So that's probably my biggest high point. I love the whole kind of international thing going on. So, Charlie, low point.
Ooh.
Low point.
To be honest, it may surprise you, but I would have said it's been over these last 3 or 4 months. Obviously once the horrible virus came, and me being me, Mummy Bear, as I'm nicknamed, I do worry. Somebody always said, you know, if you have nothing to worry about, you will find something, Charlie, and it's true, I do. I'm a little worrywart. But I was worried about all the bear cubs, obviously about their safety, not being around them. I'm a very kissy, cuddly, huggy person, and obviously now not being able to do that feels very strange, and it just, I think that's quite sad. And of course I worry tremendously about the collectors and just hope that everybody's safe and well. So I would have said, yeah, that's probably been the lowest point that I can think of.
What about high point?
Oh, well, it's every time we launch. I just get really, really giddy. I have a few sleepless nights before, as Ben and James and yourself, my sister will tell you. I'm sort of awake for like 24 hours before. But that's the omen thing, isn't it? It's just the thing that it does, and I'm sure it's pure excitement. Excitement to reveal the new characters we've got, because we know a lot of them are sought after and have been requested. So yeah, that is absolutely definitely my high, is seeing collectors' faces when the new collection comes out.
And of course we've just completed the Teddy X Factor for 2021 collection, Charlie.
Yeah.
Any hints?
No.
Any tips?
Oh, please don't. No, way too early.
It was worth a try though, right? So anyway, I think we got some more questions. So we've got some pre-prepared questions that people have been sending in as well. So thank you very much for that, Hazel. That question, Hazel, was absolutely awesome. So we've got question 2. Question 1 is: there have been 2 Richard bears, one plush and one in mohair. Does this mean that other names may get used again? Why do some names get used twice? Charlie.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault. When we first started Charlie Bears, obviously everybody out there who knows me knows that I look at bears like little people, and I didn't want them to just have a product code, I wanted them to have a name. Now obviously, because we don't mass produce and we don't make thousands and thousands and thousands, as the little character retires and goes into retirement, we don't normally bring that bear back. So we had a bit of a quandary, didn't we, in that some of the early ones, Richard as an example, we never made 300, and it was part, if I remember rightly, part of the secret collection on QVC. And of course there were still lots of other people out there who wanted Richard. So what we actually decided to do was to use the name again, but in the mohair collection. So it's kind of like a little rule at Charlie Bears that we never say never. Oh, don't, I know he's looking at me. We never say never. So sometimes names might reappear.
Okay, cool. So that answers that one. Charlie Bears, are we ever going to create a jigsaw puzzle?
Do you know, I keep getting asked for this.
Julie.
I know.
Julie.
I need to do one.
There's actually a story here, in that when we very first started doing Charlie Bears back in 2006, we went to a trade show in Birmingham, and right opposite or next to us was a jigsaw puzzle lady called Julie Wilkins. Yeah. Do you remember?
I do.
And Julie and Brian. And Julie and Brian have been trying to get us to make a jigsaw for years.
It's finding the right picture.
We just haven't got around to it. So Julie, if you're watching, we're coming. And collectors, yes, we probably will get around to it.
I think it's lovely. I think yes, we have to do it soon.
So we'll have one last quick question from here. So I struggle to find a Charlie Bear stockist in my area. Is there a way in which I can get in touch to let you know where I am struggling to find bears?
Oh, well, of course, your first port of call, if you do struggle and you don't have anybody in your area, is to contact the Bearhouse, and we can direct you to, obviously, the closest stockist. But I mean, really, if there is somebody out there that you think, oh, I'd love them to be a Charlie Bear stockist, then get in touch with us and let us know.
Yeah, you've got to remember that you're the experts in your area, so therefore, essentially, if you know of a shop that's in your area that you think would be wonderful for Charlie Bears, then please just let us know. So, anybody who missed out on the initial part of the presentation, this is Anniversary Kuma, but I think right now we're going to go back over to Helen to another question. Over to you, Helen.
Thanks, Will and Charlie. Now let's speak to Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Hi, Helen. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It is brilliant to see you. Now, tell everybody, where are you from? Where am I talking to you?
I'm in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville.
Wow, in the good old US of A.
Yes.
Now, Teresa, you are a super fan, aren't you? A Charlie Bear super fan.
Definitely.
Tell everybody what you do for Charlie Bears.
I administer a Facebook group called the I Love Charlie Bears North America Facebook page, and I just love doing it, meeting all the new people and helping them with their new Charlie Bears. It's really fun.
Do you know what? It is brilliant. And every time I want to know something, I go onto your page because you always know everything before I do. Anyway. Anyway, my darling, I understand that you have a question for Will and Charlie that might be related to the bear that's sitting on your knee.
Yes, I do. Koenig and I want to know if he will have a lady friend down the road. We want Minikin to have a mama tiger.
What a brilliant idea, because he is looking a bit sad sitting there, isn't he?
Yes, he wants a lady friend.
He's looking a bit lonesome. Oh, Teresa, it's been brilliant talking to you. Thank you so much for that question. And Charlie and Will, is Koenig ever going to find love?
Wow, all the way from Tennessee. Thank you so much, Teresa, for that brilliant question. And do you know what? Actually, Teresa and I, we've been having quite a lot of conversations over the years, actually. Teresa Kennedy, for anybody that doesn't know, is a huge supporter of Charlie Bears and runs the I Love Charlie Bears North America website, sort of Facebook page. And it's just brilliant because it allows me kind of one person to give all the information to. So, yeah, I think Helen's right, actually. Sometimes she does get to know information before Helen does. Sometimes before Charlie does, even. So there we go. So look out for Teresa's post in the future. But
and
so
I
Charlie,
do love your idea.
Koenig. Mrs. Koenig.
Yes, we need to get Minikin a mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, the
Straight
Tigers
on.
and Lions and all that kind of thing, they've always been really mega popular
They
films,
have been
haven't they?
really, really popular, and yeah, it's a beautiful piece. I would really quite enjoy making another one.
Well, brilliant. Okay, so thank you very much for that, Teresa. We've got some more questions to come from people all around the world in a minute, but I'm sure you're all very keen to meet our very next bear. So who is it, Charlie? Who have we got?
Little drum roll.
Another anniversary piece.
It
it's
is.
Anniversary.
Woodford.
So, Charlie, come on, tell us all about Anniversary Woodford. When did he originally come out?
He originally came out back in 2013, so the same year as Kuma, and again was part of our secret collection. Quite a lot larger than obviously the little anniversary piece that you see here, and named after a fabulous collector that we met, Peter, who used to follow his wife around to all of the bear shops, and you used to have some wonderful conversations with him, Will, about it. He wasn't initially a bear collector,
No.
and did tell you what kind of bear he would like. And between Peter and Will, they come up with this most fabulous design, and it was so popular. We did only make a limited amount of those. So again, it's one of the bears that gets asked for frequently. The colouring's the same. It's just a lovely, tiny little miniature version of him. So yeah, I'm really pleased that we have Woodford.
So, what are you going to have a little couple, Charlie?
Thank you. You can see me all the time.
We have to give you a close-up shot of Woodford, but the reality is that Charlie just wants to have a cuddle with these little bears.
You know what I'm like with my comfort cuddling? It gives me a little bit of bear therapy. I love having them on my knees, and especially these because they're so new. And you know, it's just so lovely to have them here. But yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits, and I'm hoping that all the collectors out there that requested Anniversary Woodford are watching tonight.
So just as a reminder, if you want to buy Anniversary Woodford, he is available now to purchase on charliebearsdirect.com, and he is also going to be free shipping for the next hour or so. So if you want to purchase Anniversary Woodford, he's available right now in the UK, in Australia and in the USA. So that's really exciting. There's stock in all of those three places. And let's not forget about Kuma as well. So we've shown you Kuma, so if you really like him, We are limited in numbers of these, so they will go very, very quickly. It's just a bit of a word of warning, really. And we don't plan to make any more, so it will be a reasonably limited run on these products.
But this is why Cuddle Time TV is so wonderful.
It is.
It is. It's just like opening up a little zip pocket, isn't it? And finding all these gorgeous little things inside, almost like a little hamper.
It is.
A picnic hamper, and then when they're gone, and it's just exciting.
So like I said, the quickest way to order is online, so go to charliebearsdirect.com, or we do have bear cubs available to speak to, real people. In fact, James is over there in the
Kimmy and Helen.
other side, Kimmy and Helen, taking phone calls. So that's in the UK. In Australia, we've got bear cubs in very early in the morning, but in the USA, due to the hurricane, we haven't. So that's order online only. Well, Charlie, we've met a couple of bears. I think we should probably now have a look at your next. So for people who are keen on the pin badges, we know there's a lot of people out there that love our pin badge ranges. We've got something special to show you now. So this is a new launch, Charlie, is it?
It is indeed. So last year, let me just see if I can find. Oh dear, look, this is a beauty TV. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been a hand model, should I? Can I prop that so you can see him? I'm going to hold it. It's just easier. It's just easier. Yes, anybody who has been collecting the Queen's Beat range will already know that the first 4 came out last year, and the second 4 have come out this year. Last year we had a pin band range to obviously signify all of those, and this year this is the second 4. So anybody who's got the first set, oh, so exciting. This is actually the second set. Now, I'm going to hopefully it's going to prop, and you know it's not playing for me at all, is it? Can you hold it? Oh, that's done.
There you go.
Which is lovely. So not only do you get the pin badge set in the gorgeous, gorgeous box, there's also a little certificate that tells you all about it. There's only 150 in the world, so I'm just going to put that down.
And have we got stock of those in all 3 locations?
We have indeed.
Brilliant.
So they're all there.
Okay.
So
excellent.
very exciting for all of the pin badge collectors that are out there. Included.
Brilliant. And have we still got the set of the first ones available at all?
There
Or
might be a tiny weeny amount.
so just put the first ones next to where
Put
we
the
are.
first
as well?
ones in there too, just so you can see what they look like together.
Brilliant. So that's the first set, is it? Is that right? And then this is part 2, which is the one that we're looking at now. So that's available and on the website now. Right now. So there we go. Okay, so what else have we got to show you? So got a little bit of a wait now to a couple more bears, but we're going to go to some more questions now, I believe, Charlie. And I think Helen is waiting very patiently downstairs for us. So over to you, Helen.
Thanks, Will and Charlie. That's absolutely brilliant. Right, here's some more footage from when I've been talking to our collectors. Let's go to the Netherlands next. And Athleen.
Hi, Athleen. How are you?
Hello, hello Helen, hello Charlie and Will and collectors all over the world.
Wow, where are you talking to us from?
I'm from the Netherlands,
Ah,
but I'm wearing the Union Jack.
I love that T-shirt. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Very, very Vivian Westwood, darling. Very lovely.
Yes, thank you.
So, how long have you been collecting bears?
I've been collecting teddy bears since 1992, so I was quite young, but only started with Charlie bears last year, July 2019.
Crikey, you've done really well. Look at those bears. Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad, isn't it? Not only bears, some hee-haw. Oh, the fallen cat.
Oh, touche. You're so naughty.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's touche.
I hope that you have prepared a very difficult question for Will and Charlie. Yeah, I can
Yes,
tell you
I
that.
did.
So let's hear it.
I did. Well, as you can see behind me, I love the big standing bears and cats. But as I'm collecting since 1992 and only 1 year Charlie bears, I'm a little bit afraid of the future. Will there be one more room for one more bear? So I was wondering if Charlie and Will would consider making bears on wheels so I can stack them. So a riding animal so I can put other bears on their back. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Wilfie.
What
So,
a
what do you think?
brilliant idea. Well done. So,
Thank you.
so who was that handsome young man in shot then?
Technical support.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you. So, Charlie and Will, great question. Will you ever make Bears on Wheels?
What a brilliant question, and thank you so much for that, Kathleen, and for your husband as well, of course, doing the bit for you. Yeah, brilliant. So I really enjoyed that. So Charlie, over to you. Well, do you know what? We're both into really kind of nostalgic toys, aren't we? I mean, like, in fact, when I was younger, we used to kind of get passed down all kinds of things. And in fact, a lot of that's now in the museum, isn't it? You know, like the old wooden skipping ropes, and we've got the kind of bagatelle and the scooters and things like that. And did you have a chopper when you were young? What kind of bike did you have? Chopper?
No, I actually shared a bike. I was never really sort of a cycly girl. I was more rollerblades, roller shoes.
So you must have had a bike though. I mean, like my brother had the Rally Grifter. So
I think my sister had a grifter.
oh, you see, that was good. I had the cheap one. You see, it was a Rally Striker, pedal back bride. Did really good skids though. Anyway, we digress slightly.
I think that's really good. We could almost have a portable range. Would that work? Portable. See what I did there?
I see exactly what you did. Yeah, you're amazing.
Oh, do you know what? No, we always say we like a challenge, and that would be brilliant. We've never done anything like that.
So Bears on Wheels, and always room for one more bear. Great question, Kathleen.
Always room for one more bear.
So there we go.
And especially if you have a bear on wheels, that you can sit 2 more bears on top.
Getting lots of questions about the bears sat in front of us. So we've got, so if you didn't join us at the start, or you did and then didn't join us, if it all makes sense, we had a bit of a technical issue.
We did.
So basically we've launched so far Anniversary Kuma, selling very, very quickly. So if you like him, it's likely that he won't last throughout the weekend. And then of course his other little pal is Anniversary Woodford, which is this one here. So Sam, should we have a little close-up shot on those two? Just have a. There we go. So that's so this is Anniversary Woodford. Yeah, and he's saying hi.
Yeah.
And then this is Anniversary Kuma. In fact, I'm going to really, really annoy you, Sam. I'm coming right in. I'm coming right in. Look, there you go. That's Anniversary Kuma.
Oh.
And he's saying, hi everybody. So there we go. Sam, we'll go back to a white shop.
You will indeed. No, I don't want people. I know normally when people buy the Charlie Bear books and you see some of the figures in there, and you say, "Oh, they did 2,000 of that or 3,000." Please believe me. I don't hate to say this, but we have made a pawful. We cannot mass produce them. These are special, little, small, limited runs that we've made, especially for the Cuddle Time TV shows. So there won't be masses and masses. So I'm apologising now. Please be quick.
Right, okay, we've got some more questions here lined up. So we've got, will there be ever any more giggler bears the same size as Barry, Charlie?
Oh, I think we have to, don't we? We absolutely have to, because I know, again, it's a design that we do get requested a lot. And yes, I love doing them. They are tricky, but so worth it.
We've got some questions about the pin badges on the postage for the pin badges. We will look at that for you, so please don't worry about it. The team are in the Bearhouse now, so the people that are going to make it happen will make it happen.
They will indeed.
So please don't worry about it. Do your checkout as normal, and then we'll do any refunds that need to be done afterwards. So please don't worry about that. Free postage throughout the night on any of the Cuddle Time bears that we're presenting, and also the pin badges as well, so which is just incredible. So there we go. So the next question is, when a new bear is designed, do Charlie and myself get the first one made to take home, and are there prototypes that are made but never go into production?
So, the first question, when we make our original sample that travels around the globe to the different trade shows with us and things like that, they don't actually come home. They used to before I had the gallery, but now that we have the gallery, all of the original samples, the original prototypes are kept in the gallery in the exhibits for everybody who visits to enjoy, so that you can see all of the bears all in the same place at the same time. We do, as you know, hold Teddy X Factor, and when we do that, there are sadly a few little characters that we never do run into production with. We do now and again do little naughty cheeky things where we know there are special charity events from one of the many charities that we support. We would put them up for auctions, for raffles, for things like that to try and raise funds.
We've raised some amazing money in the past, haven't we?
They really
for the
have.
likes of Medical Detection Dogs, for the Dogs Trust,
Yeah.
for Charlie and I are really into our doggies and our animals and things like that, so we do a lot of animal charities.
We do Animal Asia.
Also, Animal Asia and
so there's
things
lots
like
and
that.
lots, and yeah, they have commanded some quite high prices with them being originals. But yeah, I think that's lovely. We do always have a few.
There were some other questions that have come. There's loads and hundreds of questions coming through on the Facebook thing. So I promise you, I'm not reading my Facebook feed and that kind of thing. I'm actually reading the questions. There's loads coming through. Lucy Palmer's asked a question, Charlie. What is your favourite Charlie bear that isn't a bear?
Ooh, what favourite to make or my? Oh, go on, you
I'll go
then.
on.
You then.
The Green Dragon.
Grumbleweed.
Grumbleweed.
Yeah, he was fun.
I reckon he's my favourite non-bear.
But there's so many. Where do you start with the non-bears?
And then the other non-bear, Dandy. Dandelion is going to be one of my favourites.
Dandelion o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Dandelion.
Yeah.
We do have a little soft spot for the lions, don't we? But yeah, I don't have favourites. I love all of them equally. But yeah, interesting to design. The ones normally that were most challenging to design are often the most rewarding ones that they hit there, and all the collectors are loving it. So yeah.
We've got Please Can We Have a Baby Declan or an original Declan again. He was out before I started collecting. We got Luz Rodriguez, and he's saying he's got a passion for collecting bears. Hannah Lana, please can you do a close up of Anniversary Woodford like Will just did for Anniversary Timber?
Oh, I'm sure we can do that.
Hey, do you know what?
Poor Sam.
Woodford. Where are we, Sam? Are we coming in? Here we go. Here we go. This is Anniversary Woodford. He's coming in. Oops, here he is. Oh, hello everybody.
Oh, look.
He just looks delicious, doesn't he? There we go. So that is our Anniversary Woodford. He's got a little tinkly bell and everything. There we go. So I think after that, all that excitement, we're going to go back over to Helen, who I believe has another question for us. So it's over to you, Helen.
Thanks for that great answer, Will and Charlie. Gosh, they are putting you under the spot, aren't they? Now, this time we're going to go right to the other side of the world and speak to the very lovely Lisa.
Hey, hi Lisa, how are you?
Hi, Helen. I'm good, thanks.
Oh, it is brilliant to see you. So Lisa, tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Victoria in Australia.
Wow, this is like magic, isn't it? Being able to talk to you all the way from Launceston, Cornwall, all the way over to Victoria in Australia.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. My sons are currently rolling their eyes because I'm such an old dinosaur. I just don't understand this stuff, but never mind. I love your cabinets. I love your displays behind. They look fantastic. How long have you been collecting Charlie Bears?
I've been collecting for around 7 years now.
Wow, they look absolutely beautiful behind. I'm going to have to take a few hints and tips on how you display them. I think they look absolutely lovely. Now, I understand that you have a question for Charlie and Will. What's your question?
Yes, I'd like to ask Charlie if she will be doing more tickly toes like Kerfuffle and Dollop.
Ah, I see. You are into tickly toes, are you? Oh, yes, I know. I have a think about paws as well. Great question. Okay, Charlie and Will, are there going to be any more tickly toe bears coming along?
Big love, Lisa, to everybody out there in Australia at the moment. I know that things are very difficult. Of course, we've been going through it here in the UK, and Australia have been had a bit of a tough time just recently as well. And of course, Victoria is our home from home when we're in Australia. of course based in Woodend in Victoria, which is in kind of middle of the state, isn't it? I think. So yeah, it's a great question. Thank you for that.
Yeah, indeed. And as you know, I love all the little details. For me, it's always been about the little details, hasn't it?
Now we've got to clarify this, Charlie, because obviously when we go on QVC and on TVS and we talk about tickly toes, and have we got any tickly toes? Yeah, we've got tickly toes here. Now the thing is, although we are talking about tickly toes, the ones that Lisa's talking about are the very special ones, aren't they? The ones which look like a doggy's paw pad.
They are indeed. So whereas normally we would use one piece of fabric and work our way around the sculpturing and pad those out to give, as we call them, the sculptured paw pads, so there's definition in there and you can feel the toes and things. With the ones that Lisa's talking about, we actually introduce separate pieces of fabric. So they almost look like little bear paws or little puppy paws.
Mm-hmm.
So by using extra fabric, we're building that up on the paw pads. Yes, I love it. The very first one we ever did, when I trialled it, because I always do sneaky
I think I
little
know
bears.
this.
Go on then.
Tootsie.
Oh, well done. Yes, you do know that.
You see?
He was named so
I didn't
because
just
of
make
his
this up,
paw
you know.
pads. But we do trial it to see what collectors think before we sort of go whole hog. But I know what I'm like. I love all of that detailing. Like I say, little details to me make all the difference. You know, whether it's the nose embroidery or the paw sculpture. So yes, without a doubt, Lisa, we will be doing more paw definitions.
We will indeed. So we talked about some charity bears, and we did Pilot Pete this year. Have we thought about doing any more bears to help local charities, i.e. hospices, etc.?
We always like to do whatever we can to help, don't we? So yes, we never say, well, anything is possible. We never say never. Yes, it would be lovely. It's one of our most favourite things to do, and it's also gorgeous. You know, for me, creating these characters that we know are really going to help these much needed charities.
So 2 questions in one here. Will you be making a teddy bear bag in the shape of a Charlie bear, and will they consider making an album for the pin badges?
Well, I'd like to say yes, yes. Double tick, don't you think? I think definitely we will be doing something like that. I have so many ideas and design ideas still to do. So yes, please watch this space.
Cool, okay. So I think, have we got something special to see for everybody? Right. Before we show you this next bear, I guess we need to kind of say, ready, Teddy, go anyway, do we? Is that right? So for all of the people that got the Sneaky Peeks brochure through from the Best Friends Club, so the Best Friends Club, if you don't know, is launched in May every year, and we send out our catalogue once a year, but also we send out our Sneaky Peeks catalogue. So the Sneaky Peeks catalogue is the catalogue that you would get free with the Best Friends Club, and it tells you inside, if you just flick to the inside,
well, let's flick it open to the Cuddle Time
page. So on there, it tells us that there are going to be a number of pieces presented during the Cuddle Time shows. Now, we are intending to present 4 in each of the shows.
Absolutely.
So that's to run from, all of those bears are going to run from now until January, is it, I guess?
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
So, we've got a big one.
We have. Now, this little character, I know is going to make lots of people squeal. It made me squeal, creating her. Da, 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 da.
Here she is.
Little pixie dust. I know, she's just truly gorgeous. And you may be amazed to know she is probably, well, the original pixie dust came out 4 years ago. So not that long really. And at that time she was limited to 450 pieces globally. Now, as you know, and like I mentioned earlier on this evening, we can't make another 450 of these. In fact, we've only been able to make 200 globally. So I am apologising, but I'm hoping that everybody who has nominated this as a design idea for an anniversary piece to me, they do all come through. So please, please, please still keep sending through your design ideas and your name suggestions by emails and letters and cards and drawings. I absolutely love it. They do all file neatly into my design book, and we do listen. We're always keen to know which ones you would like to see an anniversary version of. So we're really, really pleased tonight, aren't we, that we've been able to bring anniversary pixie dust.
We are indeed. So limited to only 200 pieces.
Yes.
We actually have the stock in the cup houses.
We do.
So in Australia, in the UK, and in USA.
We did.
Which is really exciting.
And we did say earlier that we would let people know when it is just one per household. With the mohair pieces, because they are so low, we thought the fairest thing to do for all of the collectors globally was just to say, yes, of course you can order one, but I know there's lots of people get really keen and want to buy them for friends and things like that, but no, we're just doing one per household.
So that's
just
our,
to make it fair.
So that's our anniversary pixie dust. So I hope you absolutely love her. I know that people have been kind of really waiting for these mohair pieces. So available online right now. I don't know what I haven't got a stock update, so I'm hoping that at some stage we're going to get a stock update on this. But this is one of the bears which will not last the hour. So it's just a big warning for you. Huge collector's piece, something which is going to be highly sought after in the future. And of course, something that we do very well here at Charlie Bears is the Isabel collection limited edition pieces. So not available in massive numbers, but once she's gone, she has gone. We can't replicate. That's it. She's gone. So that's just amazing. So we're going to have a look at some tiddly poms, I believe. So we're going from one of the bigger bears
Let me just
to
sit
some
over
littler
here.
bears.
Tiddly pom-poms.
So these are quite popular little things now, Charlie.
They really are. You know, we started really doing the tiddly poms just over a year ago, and the collectors just absolutely love them. I know you all love them out there. I do get loads and loads of ideas for new tiddly poms. They're great. I use them on my bags, use them for the keys. I'm just going to pull one out so you can see how they hang. They're absolutely great for that. And I also had them this year on my Christmas tree. So I think these are great. If you want a berry Christmas tree or a little tiny berry gift for somebody, like I said, I love them. They're like bag charms to me, aren't they? But they're literally everywhere. I have them on my makeup case, I have them on my wallet.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good excuse. We have got the two designs at the moment. It will be last of stock because all the rest then will have gone. So this is Little Wyatt here, the little blue one. And the checkered little chappie that you can see in the basket is Checkers. So they should both be available now online.
Oh. So that's brilliant, Charlie. Thank you for that. So they're just available tonight. So just point out which one's which. So this is...
The blue one here is Wyatt.
Should we take it up to the...
Can you do that?
Yeah, of course I can.
We're whizzing up.
There we go. This is Wyatt, and he's got his little keyring. There we go. And then...
Little
if you show me
Checkers.
Checkers,
There you go.
and this is Checkers. Oh, turn your head round. There you go. So there we go. That's Checkers. Right. Okay. So we've got some. Oh, it's amazing. We've got people joining us from all over the world here, and that's just absolutely amazing. We've got somebody from Wangi in New South Wales, Australia.
Oh, wonderful.
Would you consider a quokka?
A quokka?
Have you heard of a quokka? Quokka, mate.
I'd have to look that
I
up.
think I know what a quokka is. I think I've
I
seen a
would,
quokka
but it
before.
sounds lovely. Gorgeous name.
Sheila McMullen has just heard of Charlie Bears. That's awesome. Hi, Sheila.
Hi,
Nice to
Sheila.
meet you. So we've got, would love to see Anniversary Campbell from April Moyler. So Campbell, crikey, I mean, that was one which sold mega quickly on QVC, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Back a
really
few
was.
years ago, it was one of the, was it Christmas Eve show or a
It
New
was.
Year's Eve show?
Yeah, I think it was.
Today's Special Value, wasn't it?
I think it was actually on a Christmas Day show.
Was it? Wow. Okay, it's Pixie Dust, a baby one for my big one, all ordered, love. Rosie Glover, thank you very much for that. Donna Chapman, is there a Donna Bear?
Not as yet.
Not yet. Put your name suggestion in. You can put your name suggestion in by the website on charliebears.com. And if you look in the top right hand corner, there's a send a name suggestion, is it? Is that right?
It is, that's right.
Cool. Okay.
Submit.
So we've got, I actually wanted Mr. Widget, but don't think he will be on. Or Cookie, so ordered Pixie Dust.
Oh,
Okie dokie. So, I'm just so naughty. And, Lisa Smith says, only Checkers is on there and no Wyatt. So our bear cubs will be working frantically in the background trying to get those things online. So don't worry about it. I'm sure that they will come online very, very soon. Just a quick update on Pixie Dust. She's over 75% sold now in the UK. And 75% sold in the USA, and Australia we are down to literally a little portal of stock now.
Single figures.
So this is for our anniversary Pixie Dust. So just a heads up and a warning on that one. Okie dokie, so I think we are going to be going back to Helen for another question. Where are we going this time, Helen?
Oh, thanks, Will and Charlie. I think it's definitely time for more questions. So now let's go back over to America and speak to Lena.
Hey, Lena, lovely to see you. How are you?
Hi, Helen. So nice to see you also. I'm awesome. So happy
Oh,
to be here.
brilliant. Now tell me, where in the world are you?
I am actually in the USA, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's very early here. It's still only 10:15 in the morning, so I know it's a
Oh,
little late out
wow.
there.
That's great. I can see all those bears behind you. They look awesome. How long have you been collecting?
I am in my bear room. This is my safe haven. So I've been collecting probably since 2011, but more
Wow.
seriously in the last 4 years.
Right. Oh, do you know, it's brilliant to be talking to you because I've known you for a couple of years now, haven't I? And it's been lovely
Yes.
talking to you.
It's great talking to you.
Right now, I understand you have a question for Charlie and Will.
I do.
Okay, let's hit it.
I've actually asked some people if they had the opportunity to ask them something, what would it be? So it was in line with what I would ask. So my question is, will we be getting the Charlie Bears exclusives this year? Kind of like Rogan and Hee Haw, maybe a mohair wolf, maybe a black mohair, maybe another Grimaldi, something like that. I think that would be awesome.
I think you're dropping a few hints there as to things you might like. That
Yes.
is a great question. So, Charlie and Will, I hope you've braced yourself, and it'd be great if you could let Lena know, and apparently everybody else in Pittsburgh know about the exclusives. Thank you.
Be wonderful. They were wonderful last year, so I'm hoping we get some really good ones like we did last year.
Oh yeah, paws crossed. Okay, over to Charlie and Will.
Oh, hi Lena, all the way from Pittsburgh, PA. Wow, that's amazing. And of course, Charlie and I go over to Pennsylvania quite often. And in fact, one of our most favourite restaurants ever is in Philadelphia.
It is.
It's called Del Frisco's. It's a steakhouse and it's just amazing. Anyway, so all the way from Philadelphia, we've got a question there about exclusives, Charlie. And these are, we're talking about the exclusives, aren't we? Which I know sounds a bit bizarre and it sounds like we're trying to walk around the point. But talk to us about what we're talking about here.
I mean, normally, apart from this year, we did one Cuddle Time TV at the end of last year, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Previous to that, we never had a Cuddle Time, so we used
just
to
did kind of Q&A, didn't we, really?
We did do Q&A, and also we used to release, if I had any spare production time at all, we would try and create some very small runs of mohair bears and plush bears. And we were selling predominantly, most of them were coming out of the UK, weren't they, that were available. And we did get a lot of collectors get in touch and say, you know, would it be possible for us to have these globally, not just the ability to buy them from the UK. So we decided at that point to develop our Cuddle Time TV shows, which is what we've done. And the pieces that you're seeing this evening and the pieces that you're going to see going forward are available nowhere else. So they will purely be our exclusive bears. Absolutely. So when we talk about the different collections, I know lots of collectors do get a little confused. And do you know what? I don't blame you. Even I get confused sometimes. What we do is we do have a mohair collection, which is called our Isabel collection. We have a miniature mohair collection, our mini mo. We then have our general plush collection, which is suitable for all of our collectors, age 3 and upwards. And last but not least, our Bearhouse collection, which are suitable really from day dot. All of those collections are available globally, worldwide, on the shopping channels through all of our wonderful stockists, and obviously on the CBD websites. With the Secret Collection bears, they're available on the shopping channels, so TBSN, QVC Germany, QVC UK and QVC US. But now also at other selected stockists, which we're now proud to reveal our PAW stores. So they're not available everywhere, they are slightly trickier to find, but don't worry, because we do advertise heavily where those bears are going from our Secret Collection.
So that's a great question. Thank you for that, Lena. And we've got another couple of questions. We've got a question was from, I don't know who it was from. When will the Bearhouse Gallery be opening?
Oh, drum roll, I can't wait. It's probably, we think, if all's going to plan, it's going to be the end of September. So yes, we're very much looking forward to that. I have been redisplaying everything. So anybody who does visit, please be aware, nothing's where it was last year.
Okay, well we got, I think another, is it the last question from Helen? So yeah, I think it's the last question from Helen. So let's pop over downstairs now.
Oh, thanks, Will and Charlie. That is absolutely brilliant. Right, one last question. Brace yourselves. Here we have Karen, who is from the UK.
Hello, Karen. How are you?
Hi, Helen. I'm really good, thank you. Are you well?
I'm fab. Cool, blimey. I don't often see two dream girls together.
Well, she's perfect for this moment,
Oh,
isn't
you're
she?
both
Very
looking-
special for 2020.
Yeah, you're both looking absolutely gorgeous. So, whereabouts in the world are you?
We are in the northwest of the UK in a place called Warrington, which is actually in Cheshire. So quite a long way from the Bearhouse, but still doable to get there.
Oh, that is brilliant. What do you know? What your display behind you looks just fantastic. It's beautiful.
Thank you so
Wow.
much. I've got my husband to thank for that because he built all of the Billy bookcases and wired in all the strip lighting for me.
That is amazing. Was that the original? Was that the original Big Dave there by any chance?
Yes, this is the original Big Dave.
Well, he's even more handsome in the fur. Anyway, moving on swiftly.
The fur is right.
He has had a shave recently, so.
Moving on. Okay, now I understand that you've got a very, very tricky question for Charlie and Will. So I'm going to let you ask it. Off you go.
Okay. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Will. Hope you're both well. The question that I would love you to answer for me is probably more going to come from Charlie. So regarding the texture, the colour and the feel of the fabrics used on your bears, where do you go to find the fabrics? Is it fashion shows mainly, or sort of maybe fabric wholesalers? And what actually comes first? Is it the design of the bear or the fabric that you buy first?
Oh, that is a great, great question. Right. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go now over to Charlie and Will. Probably Charlie's going to answer that and see what she says. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Karen and Dave. Do you know what? I think Karen, I'm pretty sure we met Karen at one of our first signing events. One of our first signing events was Hadley in Staffordshire.
It was up in Staffordshire.
Right, it was.
Yeah,
And we met Karen and Dave, who is famously known as Big Dave, who we saw in the video there.
gorgeous.
So there we go. That was a great question, Karen. Thank you for that. So in terms of fabric, well, this is actually, we could actually go on about this for about an hour, actually, quite frank. Because Charlie likes to go. She doesn't like shoe shopping. She doesn't like bag shopping. She likes
Fabric shopping.
fabric shopping, right? So, which is great. I would suggest it was probably cheaper to do that, but it's actually not in the end.
Well, possibly not. But it's such an interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Karen pointed out, we've used so many different types of fabric over the years. At first, when we first started the company, we did used to go to a fabric wholesaler, didn't we? And sort of buy off the peg, so to speak. Because at the time we were doing very, very short runs. We were in our infancy as a company. And it was a little tricky for us to perhaps try and use different fabrics or more expensive ones because we did very, very, very short runs. times have changed over the last 15 years, so has the technology and the manufacture of some of these fabulous plushies that are out there now.
But we've
Really,
also
really,
become
really
known,
are.
Charlie, for utilising some of these magical plushes as well, haven't we? So
We do.
essentially we've got these agents that are now kind of contacting us to say, actually I've got this piece that's now been retired by the fashion house, for example. Would you like 30 metres? And we're like, yeah, let's go for it. And that's what kind of, you know, so we've kind of developed a relationship with those guys over 15 years now, and now we're in a situation where, you know, I don't have to go shopping anymore. Charlie doesn't have to go shopping anymore. We kind of we get that put on our desk.
And we can change colours and patterns and add things as we do with the airbrushing and hand dyeing and things like that in the factory anyway. So, you know, it's exciting and it's lovely. And to answer Karen's second part of the question, if we are looking for a particular fabric or we source one, I don't know, say it was a leopard print or a tiger print, giraffe, something like that. Hedgehogs as well, hedgehog furs normally. I look at fur, don't I, go, oh, hedgehog. We would obviously develop the character once we found the fabrics. But sometimes we'll see the most beautiful part, or we'll try and utilise the fabric, and straight away, you know, sort of an image will fall into my head, and I think, oh, do you know what? That is definitely going to be a bear, or that's going to be a panda. So I would say it's about 50-50 from material sourcing for specific things that we want and projects and characters we're doing, and then the other 50% we like to leave to chance with that. So
Charlie, can I just jump in really, really quickly? And I'm sorry, I know you were kind of mid-flow on that. Anniversary Pixie Dust. In the UK, we literally have 2 left, and that's it. In the USA, we have 8 left. And in Australia, I think we have less than 5 left. So, in fact, make that UK, I guess that's going to change to 1 left. Because he's just changed the number. Or they've just changed the number, I don't know who has. That's exciting. And then, for these 2, we've got over 50% of these 2 now sold. And we're being asked for a bit of a closer shot. So, Sam, I'm going to come back up. I'm coming back up. Here we go. We're flying in. So this here, you just sit there a minute, Woodford. Just wait. You're coming up in a minute. So this here is Anniversary Kuma. So if you wanted to have a little closer look at him, that's our Anniversary Kuma, and he's waving to you, and he's in stock all over the world. And then he's going to get replaced by... Hello. How you doing? This is Anniversary Woodford, and of course named after the wonderful Peter Woodford, who we met many, many years ago. So, here we go. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you stealing all my limelight? Get out of the way. So anyway, Woodford, Kuma. Woodford, Kuma. So there we go. So that was our 2 plush bears. So that's the 2 plush bears that we're going to be seeing tonight. And of course, if you missed out as well, we also have the little tiddly pom-poms, who are available as well, of course. Just remember that everything is free shipping for this evening, so and anything that you're seeing on air tonight. Okay, well, so we're out of questions for Helen's questions, and we're out of bears. No, we're not out of bears.
oh, that was me.
Okay, listen, I think we should just go for
Let me
it,
put
right?
Kuma here.
Now, brace yourselves, right? This is the one we've been waiting for. I think we've been probably waiting how many years? 2008?
Well, since 2008.
Okay.
So we should
back
give
in-
a clue. We should give a clue.
Yum
First,
yum.
Let's give a clue.
Yum yum.
No. We only ever made 100. We're talking to our collectors now.
Okay.
They know, probably.
Is it Vincent?
Or cookers. No, because we only made 50 of Vincent, so stop it now. You're not allowed to guess.
Is it Widget?
I'm not. Seriously, he knows nothing. So our collectors will know.
Yeah.
We only made 100.
Well, we don't know, it's down there.
Collectors made it. They know. We only made 100. And
Right.
it is one of my favourite sweet treats.
Shall we just go for it? Right.
Are you not giving him much? You're spoiling it.
I can't wait. Charlie, I've been waiting a year
You've
to do
been
this.
waiting a lot more than a year 12 years.
I've been waiting. I knew that this character was coming out at this time of year, like over 12 months ago. This has just been painful. Right? So let's get him up on the table and let's get him out.
No,
So,
I've had to eat this.
Oh,
one.
Charlie.
Obviously, it's not going to happen again, is
Listen,
it? I've
I'm showing
done
you.
the
I'm
anniversary
showing you.
piece, that's it.
I'm showing you.
Oh, you meanie.
So there we go. Hang on a minute, Charlie. You need to make him look beautiful.
I do indeed.
So, Sam, are we on the close-up?
Da-da-la-la-la. It's anniversary cookie. I know, we only made 100 before.
Hello.
So actually, this time round, cookie 2 is 200. So actually, twice as many as we had originally.
Okay, so the original cookie, limited to only 100 pieces, he was slightly bigger, but essentially in terms of the fabric used, pretty much identical.
It was indeed. Now, like I said earlier, we couldn't get exactly the same colour fabric because it was in 2008, but we have worked so hard to make sure that we've got the exact colour match. So yes, it took a lot to do, but it is, I'm sure you will agree, absolutely gorgeous. He's beautiful. He has been one of the all-time most requested. So of course I couldn't ignore that and we had to do it. And because there was only 100 out, we had to do it. I felt compelled to do this one. So thank you so much to literally the hundreds and hundreds of collectors who had written in and said, please, 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 Charlie, can we have an anniversary cookie? I'm hoping that we've made a few dreams come true by doing this.
We have.
And I know he's going to be.
We have, and we've just got some amazing comments on Facebook. So thank you so much for that. Of course, we've been waiting a long time for this, Charlie. Let's have a little cuddle.
Yes.
And so such a special bear. Why do we think that the original cookie was so popular? Because obviously we had bears. I think the very first bear that was like mega crazy on the secondary market was Cheesecake, wasn't it?
It was. I think really it started with Melody. That was the
Yeah.
first one.
Melody?
Yes,
She was
Melody,
my
which
son's
is,
mum?
she's in our best friends club. We've done a little miniature version of her for this year. And Cookie, like you mentioned earlier, there was Vincent, which we've already done. And, you know, so there's so many contenders, I think. But, you know, it really is wonderful when we can do the anniversary bears. And, of course, I really want to do the ones that you're all looking for. Everybody has a different thing that they look for in bears. Everybody's got different characters, you know, that just make their heart sing. And to me, I think I'm right with you with this one. He is adorable. And of course he's a panda, how could I not be? And Cookie. So yes, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits that we've been able to bring Cookie out.
That's just amazing. So we're absolutely thrilled with that, Charlie. I'm just trying to I've got some live stock updates coming through. So of course, Anniversary Pixie Dust is completely sold out now. Just a paulful left in the USA and a paulful left in Australia. Anniversary Kuma and Woodford, well over 50% of the stock is now sold. Cookie, we can't quite keep up with Cookie at the moment. So that's where we are with that.
Are you causing mayhem?
Causing a bit of a chaos, so there we go with Cookie. There's some brilliant questions that have come through, and thank you so much for that. We've got, who are the bears behind Charlie to the left of her head?
Oh, Hawkins and Brimble. These are fantastic, aren't they? They're just, anybody who joined the club this year got a bear care kit. Perfect bears for your bear care kit.
Some more questions. Are the anniversary bears Kuma and Woodford limited in production?
They are indeed. They are. So all the fabric, I will have to check on the exact amount, but it is probably somewhere around 500.
I don't have the detail here.
So somewhere around that sort of region. I know with limited in production, we never give an exact number because we have to see how much fabric we've got. So once I've had all my final figures through, I will know.
I'm getting some live updates on all of these. Sorry, what we're going to do is we're going to put all the bears up together on the little thing. Get some live updates, and they're probably not supposed to write these things on this screen, but it was the fastest ever selling sellout bear was Anniversary Cookie. All gone now, I'm afraid, in the UK.
Yeah.
We do have a paulful of stock left in the USA, and I'm just waiting for a stock update on Australia, but we are sold out at the moment in the UK, and actually people have checked out as well. So thank you very much for that indeed. We knew it was going to be popular. and congratulations if you managed to secure yours. We did it on a first come first served basis. People were asking for that. Of course, when we do it in the Best Friends Club, we do it on the names out of a hat. But we thought, as we were doing these on the live Cuddle Time TV show, then it was a great way to do it on a first come first served. So congratulations for that. In the USA, there's 7 left now. So there we go. This is a great question. Can I be one of the lucky collectors to ask a question during the next Cuddle Time? Do you know what? I think it's been really popular.
I love our Where in the World section.
I think it's awesome.
I think this has to be a thing going forward.
So if you,
Definitely.
absolutely. If you want to ask a question live on air at our next Cuddle Time, which is going to be probably towards the end of September, but we'll let you know about it, then send an email through to, I think probably Helen, so shop@charliebears.com. Probably best.
Absolutely, and you'll be able to enjoy a lovely chat with our gorgeous Helen Bear and probably a cup of tea while you're filming, so that would just be amazing.
Absolutely. So when is the third bear coming out? Sorry, third book coming out. Third bear.
Oh yeah, well obviously it runs to the end of this year, so it does take a little while, doesn't it, to do it, because it's every 5 years, and obviously the third book would end at the end of this year, so it'll be a while.
Will there be more Tiddly Pom Pom designs coming? Would love a panda. Have you done a panda?
I can't.
When are you going to do?
I can't tell specifics.
Charlie.
Normally I say nothing. Look, I was just going. That's big for me. That. That's big for me. Even the fact that I did that. That's
I mean, you didn't really tell us anything, did you? It was just
That's it.
So what else have we got? Questions for? Would you ever consider making a few ceramic bears?
Oh, that's a nice idea.
That's a nice question.
It is really lovely. Yeah, I think that might be a really nice thing to do.
Can we zoom in on the bears? Are we zoomed in on the bears?
Yeah, really fantastic.
Yeah, that was what that was all about. And what else have we got? You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know.
Do you know what? Right back at you, because our collectors are awesome.
So yeah, we've had a brilliant time, and thank you so much for all of these questions. I'm kind of still flicking through trying to find some questions, so please excuse me for a minute if you want to keep talking, Charlie. So hi to Leslie Stokey, hi to Holly Garden, who else we got? Hi to Emiko Hirano, we got Sarah Beale, Jacqueline Smith, Ebony Ava Johnson, hi Willa, hi Ebony, Margaret Scobie, hi. Wendy Williams, so we've got loads and loads of people watching. In fact, just over 1,000 people watching, which is just great.
And any ideas as well that you have that you'd like to see on presented on Cuddle Time TV would be fantastic to know about.
Yep.
Anything at all, it's great. You know, we really want this to be about you out there watching, and we want to not only obviously showcase our lovely bears, but also you too.
So, just a very quick stock update. We are pretty much sold out on Pixie Dust. There is just a handful left in the USA and a handful left in Australia. Cookie is now completely sold out in the UK and the USA. And if I talk slowly enough, there is one left in Australia. So there is literally...
It's very early in the morning though out there.
It is, and thank you so much for joining us from Australia. We do appreciate it. We were trying to get a time that suited everybody, and unfortunately it's not possible.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for joining us from all the way over in Australia. So I think that only leaves us to... what I want to get, if you've loved the show, can you give us a big love heart at the end? So if you press the big love heart on the right hand side, if you've enjoyed the show and you enjoy this format, press the red love heart button. We'll see how many hearts we can get to see whether we do it exactly the same way next time, but without the sound issues, which I'm sure we can get around.
That always happens, like I said, it always happens when we do a first at Charlie Bears, and it was a first, we're in the new revamped secret cupboards.
We are indeed, and we're in our new normal as well.
Yeah.
In fact, talking of which, are we going to do face masks?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Teddy bear face masks.
Do.
Just have a little giggly mouth on them. So there we go, that's an idea. So thank you very much indeed for watching the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Sending lots of love all around the world to all of our collectors. Thank you so much for your support. It's been amazing, and our Bear Cubs are working really, really hard to get our deliveries out to you. So from us, Charlie.
And all of the team here at Charlie Bears, you know, just thank you so much. Please take care of yourselves. Please keep safe. But more importantly, please keep in touch.
Take care. See you again.